Today I would like to talk about our topic, that is topic 4, about frame structure. But first, let me introduce myself. My name is Maisara binti Umar, 15 DUB 20F2027. Introduction for frame structure. A frame structure in any material is one that is made stable by a skeleton that is able to stand by itself as a rigid structure without depending on floors or walls to resist deformation. The materials such as wood, steel, and reinforced concrete. The materials are strong in both tension and compression, make the best members for framing. They are classified into two major types. That is, first, rigid frame structures, and second one is braced frame structures. These are further divided into various forms. For instance, the former is categorized into fixed and rigid frame structure and pin-ended rigid frame structure, whereas the latter is divided into gable frames and portal frames. Okay, next we go to the material of frame structure. There are three. That is, the first one is the reinforced concrete, second is steel, and the third one is wood. Advantages of frame structures. One of the best advantages of frame structures is their ease in construction. It is very easy to teach the labor at the construction site. Second, the frame structures can be constructed rapidly. The third one is economy is also a very important factor in the design of building system. Frame structures have economical design. Now is the disadvantages of frame. Number 1. Span length are usually restricted to 40 feet when normal reinforced concrete. Otherwise, span greater than that can cause lateral deflection. What are the types of frame structures? Frame structures can be categorized as two things, that is, rigid frame structures and braced frame structures. The structures of a steel rigid frame building is categorized by its rigid connection or straight or tapered columns and beams. Rigid frame structures were developed in cities like Chicago and Cleveland in the late 19th or early 20th century. This type of frame is preferred for its quick erection, open span, and versatile design. How is it designed? The connection of the frame joint in rigid frame construction vary between being full fixed end, in which the connection offers full restraint, no ability to rotate, and pin connection, where the members are completely free to rotate. Since they are carrying both axial loads and internal bending moments, it should be designed to be a bit larger. There are some examples of the building application. The first one is warehouse, retail stores, agricultural building, and multi-story building of any height. And now is the braced frame structures. Braced frame is a structural system commonly used in structures subject to lateral loads such as wind and seismic pressure. The members in a braced frame are generally made of structural steel, which can work effectively both in tension and compression. The beam and columns that form the frame carry vertical loads, and the bracing system carries the lateral loads. The positioning of braces, however, can be problematic as they can interfere with the design of the facade and the position of the opening. Building adopting high-tech or post-modernist styles have responded to this by expressing bracing as an internal or external design feature.
Assalamualaikum and hello to Madam and all my friends. My name is Sama Fitri bin Shahrul Nizam and my metric number is 15DUB 20F2009. I will continue this presentation. So today I will talk about column. In this presentation, I will talk about what is column, type of column, the function of column, and a few ways to install column in construction. Let's get started with the first one, that is definition of a column. A column is a vertical structural member intended to transfer a compressive load. For example, a column might transfer loads from ceiling, floor or roof slab, or from a beam to a floor or foundation. Columns are typically constructed from materials such as stone, brick, block, concrete, timber, steel, and so on, which have good compressive strength. As we know that column is the most important structure in a construction. So first I will share with you guys about type of column. Here we got tight column, spiral column, composite column, short column, long column, square or rectangular column, circular column, L-shaped column, T-shaped column, shape of steel column, shape of composite column, and some material like concrete, steel, timber, brick, block, and stone column. But today, I will talk about precast column, timber, and steel column. The first one is precast column. Precast concrete columns may be single or double-story high. The method of connection to the foundation and to the column above will vary with manufacturer. Foundation connection may be via a base plate connected to the column or by reinforcing bars projecting from the end of the column, passive into sleeves that are subsequently filled with grout. Alternatively, a column may be set into a preform hole in a foundation block and grouted into position. Next, for timber column, we got that timber column are designed for house builders, reception area, and refurbishment purposes. They provide an aesthetic appearance, creating a feeling of space and openness. And the last one is steel column. Steel is the material of choice for design because it is inherently ductile and flexible. Many of the beam to column connections in a steel building are designed principally to support gravity loads. Yet, they also have a considerable capacity to resist lateral loads caused by wind and earthquakes. Steel columns have a good compressive strength, but have a tendency to buckle or bend under extreme loading. Next, we will go through the function of the column. A column is used to support the weight of the roof and the upper floors. Nowadays, many columns are used for decorative purpose. A column along with load-bearing beams can support a lot of weight. Columns are frequently used to support beams or arches on which the upper part of walls or ceiling rests. In architecture, columns refer to such a structural element that also have certain proportional and decorative features. So, for me, column is one of the important structure. Last but not least, I will go to the column installation. We got socket connection, bolted connection, and starter bars. For socket connection, this is undoubtedly a tried and true method, to the extent that even the ancient Romans used it. They dug a hole in the ground, erected the column in the hole, and used grout made out of volcanic ash to secure the column in place. Next, about bolted connection. Bolted joints are one of the most common elements in construction and machine design. They consist of fasteners that capture and join other parts and are secure with the mating of screw threads. There are two main types of bolted joint design: tension joint and shear joint. The last one is starter bars. Starter bars column connection relies on rebars protruding from foundation in column. You need to have hole for the starter bars and grout. Typically, this is done in the precast factory during casting with corrugate pipes or similar. When the column is erected, it has to be supported, and non-shrink grout needs to be manually poured to secure the connection. Care must be taken to position the column properly while the grout cures. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Faizah binti Mama Ishaq with metric number 15DUB 20F213. Today, I would like to share with you about floor beam. One is floor beam. Floor beam is a beam which is the direct support of the floor load of a building and transfer this load to the adjacent girders or column is a column beam or floor joist. These beams are commonly of steel, reinforced concrete or wood. Pre-stressed precast concrete is also used. Next is the function of floor beam. Beams are used to support the weight of floor of a building and to transfer the load to a vertical load-bearing element of the structure. Sometimes bigger and heavier beams called transfer beams are used to support the cumulative weight of stack walls or other beams and transfer the load of the supports. The installation of floor beam. First, a minimum void of 150 mm must be provided between the soffit of the floor and the solder, and a continuous damp-proof course must be laid beneath the beam ends. Infy blocks to be erected, aggregate of concrete 440 x 215 x 100 mm. For garage floor application, blocks with 7.0 Nm² compressive strength should be used. Next is to seal the joist. The whole floor should be grouted with a nominal 3:1 sharp sand cement mixed as soon as possible after fixing the floor joists and blocks. The last one is floor finish. Floor finish applied directly to the grouted floor can be chipboard, reinforced concrete on insulation, directly bonded screed or asphalt. Function and advantage of precast concrete. They are used for making floor and roof slab. The principal advantage of precast floor are speed of construction, absence of scaffolding, large variety of types, large span capacity and economy. Next is the function and advantage of timber structure. A joist is a horizontal structure member used in framing to span an open space, often between beams that subsequently transfer loads to vertical members. The principal advantage of timber is not only tough and more durable than most other flooring products, but also healthy, natural, and easy to clean. The last one is the function and advantage of steel structure. The range of steel-based floor system is presented in general terms, with the advantage of steel structures such as steel beams have a high strength to weight ratio, making it quite durable.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Ilham bin Azhar. Nombor matrix 15 DUB 20F 2029 kelas DUB 1B. Today I will present about roof beams. It's about function, types, steel, timber, precast, and lastly installation. Function roof beam. A roof beam is a load-bearing members that integrate to the strength of the building. It supports the floor of the roof above while adding integrity to walls. It also supports joints, trusses, and other roofing elements. A roof beam is the thickest and most important element of the roof level within a property. In building construction, a beam is horizontal member spanning an opening or carrying along the maybe a bridge of stone wall above the opening, in which case the beam is often called a lintel. Types of beam have a three. First, steel beams, timber beams, precast concrete beams. Steel. Steel is used because bind well to concrete, has a similar thermal expansion convexity, and is strong and relatively cost effective. Reinforced concrete is also used to provide deep foundation and basement, and is currently the world's primary building material. Function timber. Timber is great insulating material. This means it helps to maintain a more constant temperature. Compared to material like non-solid concrete or steel, timber will help reduce heating and associated energy requirements. Function precast concrete beams. Precast concrete beams and slab or plans of joints in a construction system comprised of precast concrete elements that span in modules between walls and are tied together with rebar that looks into a thin cast in place slab. This is illustration of timber, steel, and precast. Step 1. Once done with the material calculation, you can place an order from roofing materials. Step 2. The material available of the roof place and the stainless aluminum as the roof beam and the roof tile itself. This aluminum metal is still new because it can save the time is durable. The roof tile and is also used is concrete tile because it creepers and cratite. Step 3. When the materials are all ready, you need to attach the aluminum roots to become the roof beams. You can fasten it using screw and welding. The contractor will use these two methods of the basic of the safety. Step 4. Next, when the beams are ready to be joined and shaped into the roof structure you want. The next step in the installation of roof tile. These tiles are stacked on top of each other so that the range air flows smoothly in addition to for the air to enter the house. Step 5. If you are done with the arrangement of the roof, it's special your roof and is ready, so you can focus on building other areas anyway. That's all for me of this time. Hopefully with this information can help you and your friends in the construction of the roof. Thank you.
The conclusion is, after analyzing each of the previous systems, we have concluded that we would use low-risk concrete frame as our primary system. This assignment required us to learn from all the group in the previous project, then to use that knowledge to decide a structural system which would serve us the best on our assigned building. That's it from all of us. Thank you for listening and have a good day. Thank you.